Okay, so I got a bit of a pain. It's right around here-ish, back of my left leg. I don't know if I just sat on it wrong or what, but that in accordance to it's 10:30 at night. I have an assignment due 12 hours from now, and I would like to get caught up on sleep. And in general, just beat. I got a long week ahead. I'm walking again. I don't like to walk this many days in a row. I want to get more runs in. This will basically put me at 2 runs in the last week, which is really pretty pitiful. Like, I'd like to do 3 runs. Like, no more than 3 days without a run. But this little pain, I don't want anything to get exacerbated. I keep doing these way too late, and so I'm not as kept. Like, I have the ability to stay awake tonight. I almost just fell. It's like I have the ability to run tonight, I think, more than I have the last 3 days. I also think if I run, the stretching and the waiting and the run and the post, that extra bit of exhaustion and that extra 10 minutes of time I have to devote to this, it can really do me in. And it's frustrating because, like, I'm just making excuses to not run and just do the walks instead. It's like, because really it's just like moving a mile every day at this point. It's not even, the main thing is, it's like I am devoting time every day to doing a physical exercise of movement and engagement and attunement, and I love it, and I feel the benefits of this, and I do really enjoy it, and I still like it, and I would like to be running more, and I want to commit to that more. But son of a gun, it's, until I'm able to, like, start doing this more midday and earlier in the morning, I think it's going to continue to be really tough for me to be able to run in the evenings, and especially now with school. But I'm going to have assignments in the morning, or I keep getting opening shifts and early morning shifts. It just makes it hard, man. And the only way I can make this easier is if I make my sleep schedule work in accordance to this. And even that, it's tough, man. Like, I'd love to wake up at 6:30 a.m. every day. When I'm opening 2 days a week, that's 2 days in a week that I literally, like, can't do that. I literally have to wake up earlier. I don't like it. Just the same, I don't want to be sleeping in all the time. Like, I want to be set on a routine with sleep so that I can more excessively have a routine with this and committing to doing runs and stuff. But I also equally, like, I want to be able to pace this whole process and not be so hard on myself for not running every day. More than anything, it's like I'm moving every day. I'm making an active movement. Because the big thing that I keep just getting angry about is, like, I'm not running, but at the same time, like, yeah, when you did run every day, you hurt yourself. You went too far. You couldn't keep doing it. And you stopped for 2.5, 3 weeks, man. Like, if you know that running will be too much for all the other things you're taking on, okay. Because at the end of the day, I want to do this act as a disciplinary act, as something that is good for my body, good for my mind, and it's a good actuatory thing that isn't burdening my physical body to a point that it is aggressively harmful to my energy in my day. It's allowing me to stay functional while benefiting and exercising and all that jazz. letting me be more in tune, be more focused. It's discipline that I'm doing this for. And I keep feeling like it's that I need to be running, I need to be getting faster. And it's like, no, that is secondary to the fact that you are doing a disciplinary act. You're committing at least 20 minutes every single day to doing this. Like that, like period end. That's what you're doing, is you're disciplining yourself to continue to keep moving and to continue to do this so that you can continue to have a mindset that works and strives to keep at things when you don't want to and when it's really hard. Because when it comes to earning my day, I'm doing a shit ton every day. I've been working my ass off. Like I'm putting a lot into everything I'm doing. And there's some days where it's like harder and sometimes when it's easy. Like it's like I'm really trying to fill every gap in my day with something fulfilling and productive. And it's like occasionally I get like a 30-minute period where I'm scrolling and I get in my head and I'm just like, yeah. Like it still happens. But most of the time it's because like I find something I'm really interested in, like an interview or something like that, and then I'm like, oh, I can't watch this all right now because I have an assignment to do or something else, specifically with assignments, or when I need it, or when I have a run to do, or when I need to brush my teeth, like the really trivial things that I'm just like, I don't want to have to do this, but I need to do this. And I just end up, I put the thing I want to watch off, and I end up just being bored of the idea of getting after the thing I'm doing, and then I just scroll. But at the very least, when I would scroll, I would get into these sessions for hours, multiple hours. And now I've been able to get it a little bit more streamlined to where it's like, it's never more than an hour that I'm just scrolling, and usually half of that time is spent me engaging in something I have interest in, that I'm researching and is related to another topic that I care about. And it's like I try to watch genuinely constructive, fulfilling things that I write about and I can like build off of when using conversation and in tandem with education and stuff like that. I care a lot about that stuff. I care a lot about it. And I think, I feel like that's often procrastinating, that's a waste of time, that's stupid because I have this assignment due. It's like, no, this thing's not stupid. It's just not the thing that has to get done. But it's a thing that you would like to engage in, and it is good for you to engage in. It's still a fulfilling thing. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, that doesn't have a due date, this does. So, what are you going to do? And that's kind of the metric that I apply to this, is every day you have a due date. Before you go to sleep, you better get your damn mile in. You better brush your teeth. You better make sure you're fed. There are things that you need to do to earn your day so that you can do the thing that is due at the end of the night school-wise, so you can do anything else. And I think that's reasonable. But tonight I'm going to do something that I may regret in the morning. After this, I'm going to just quickly get something in my stomach, and I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm going to go to bed. Now tomorrow at 11 a.m. I have an assignment due. And I swore to myself I wouldn't be turning in an assignment last minute. And I don't intend to do that with this one. But I finished the reading. It was like 13, 14 page read. Much easier than the last one, because it wasn't written in the 1650s. And I got my notes down, I got everything situated. And I can very accessibly, easily write about, what the article is, my conclusions with it, all that jazz. The other part of the assignment is, like, how what this article says relates to two things going on currently, today, 2025. And so what I'm probably going to do before bed is research and try to find two things currently happening that I can write about, so that in the morning I can just wake up, get on the computer, write what I need to write, turn it in. And I have 12 hours to sleep. Do that. And the reading is much harder than the writing for me by a significant margin. I feel very comfortable writing. I take notes when I read. I really take my time to like fully engage and engulf myself in something so that when I write about it, I feel confident. And thankfully, it's like, and I don't go back and revise these assignment writings, and usually I don't really need to. It's mostly just substance of what I bring in the assignment and then to the conversation so thereafter, and so on and so forth. And so, it's like, as long as I care and I make an active effort to understand and build off the ideas that are presented, and I put that in my words, even if it's an amalgamation of bleh, if it comes through, that's what the teacher cares about. And so, as long as there is learning occurring, and I really think there is, I'm really loving this subject, and I like this reading a lot that we did. It was very well put together and accessible and understandable to read. I felt a lot more comfortable reading today. It did not take me as long. I think this one took me 3 hours instead of 5, which is still a bit, but it's still also significantly less. I was on a call with my friend Victoria for like 2.5 hours. It was nice, it was fun. I was messaging my friend who lives in Nashville because I'm planning a Nashville trip, and we're communicating with that. Just getting things situated in relation to that side of things in the conversation of staying there and everything being chill and being like, okay. Got all my okays, so we're good there. Comprehensively, and then, because Victoria and I were going to go on this trip together. And so, it was all pretty good stuff. Also, I finally checked Premiere, and yes, my subscription is gone. The high school's finally stopped paying for it, so that blows chunks. That blows a fuck ton of chunks. A fuck ton of chunks. But so be it. So there you have it there. I just have to buy Premiere probably for a month, get files transferred or functioning or finish videos. And then I'm probably going to look into DaVinci, because fuck Adobe. If I don't have my subscriptions being paid for me, I'm like, fuck Adobe, period, end. And also fuck monthly, annual subscriptions, screw that shit. I'm not into it. I've used DaVinci once or twice, and I've loved the workflow on there. I'm content with it. It's not super, super different than Premiere in a lot of ways anyway. Color correcting it is very different. That's most of my concern, but I'm gonna make it work. The only thing is I don't really know an alternative to Lightroom. That's more of my concern. Same with Photoshop. It's kind of the annoying thing with Adobe is, with editing, it's like, yeah, I know about DaVinci, but in terms of like alternatives to Photoshop and alternatives to Lightroom, I don't know at the moment. I'm gonna try to figure it out, but I can't. It's annoying. Because again, I don't want to support and buy that shit. I really, really don't. I really don't. I don't know, maybe I can get away with being like, I'm a student. Let me get this at half price. I'm in school. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway. It sort of was the whole of today. I woke up, I worked. I got home late last night just to find out my schedule came out. I opened, so I opened. And it was a good shift for the most part. There was a couple interactions that I was like, ugh, not a fan. Okay, but other than that, like, everything was actually a really great day. With work. But yeah, no, I mean, it's certainly harder for me to be motivated when I got school assignments due the next day, compared to when I'm just able to kind of walk and do whatever I want. It's harder to be on top of things today. I was not as productive as I'd like to be. I loved having a phone call. I loved talking with my mom. I loved, I enjoyed my day, but I don't think it was my most productive day. I think I definitely could have got this whole assignment done, today if I just was a little more focused. But that's kind of part of this whole readapting the school thing and getting, accustomed to it and functional and disciplinary with it. And I think I'm going to be fine. I think I'll be able to, keep a hold on it in due time. I think just this week, I'm going to be going out to a meal with my grandpa, and I'm going to have a brief movie night on Tuesday with Victoria. I don't want to plan anything else. I think it's just a school week on my end. It's just school. Because if I can get ahead, even if it's just 3 days ahead, damn it, I have to get 2 assignments done in a day if I want to have any sort of semblance of movement, and sometimes it's hard for me. Because these assignments take a lot of energy out of me. Because especially when it's a lot of reading. But I'm going to finish the writing in the morning. We'll get it turned in, it'll be good. And then if I get it in early enough, if I actually fucking wake up when I'm supposed to, and I get it done early, I'll start on the next one. I'll have my Zoom meeting. Get some food in me. I'll go to work. I'll work my shit. And then I'll come home in the evening. And we'll try to do some more, Get some more done tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, I open the shop 5 to 11. The rest of my day is free until 6:30. That's 7.5 hours. No excuse. I need 2 assignments. After this assignment done tomorrow morning, I need really to have 2 more assignments done by the end of tomorrow. By the end of Tuesday, if I want to really be on it. However, the assignment due Friday, which is going to keep me from that, is 4 hours of video that I need to watch, and then I have to write on top of it. So it's that's if I'm paying attention full straight 4 hours. That's how much I got to do in the writing. On top of the other 2 assignments this week. It's just a lot.